Okay guys, g'day, how you going? Seeing as that the stream is stabilized now, I'll quickly jump back into it. I've got a load. I've just got to wake up. Hang on, have we got this? Yeah, okay, hang on a sec. Back there, we'll get that going. Go back to trucks. We'll put that in there. Hopefully that'll show up shortly. There we go. Right, so now what have we got going on here? Let's go back to our maps because they've gone and changed it a bit. All right, okay, the map looks a little bit different to when it was last time I was here. Okay, that's why it stalled before I was in the top of the box. Been a long while since I've been to Bellingham. Well, obviously not, because I've got this section of the road in here which they've changed. They've taken away a company that was around the corner. I think it was 3D Paint that they took away. And made all of this, you know, they put this car yard on the corner. I'm sure there was like a small business there, and then 3D Paint was just there. But okay, that's all right. I can do this. Okay. So I've been playing around with my graphics settings again today, hoping that everything is working good for you guys, and it looks schmick. Foliage and grass and stuff like that should be looking a lot more dense and fuller, so to speak, with a bit more. What I did was I upped the density of the foliage. There is a setting that you can use to change that. So I've done that. I've changed it. And here we go onto the dirt. So if you're not familiar with this piece of road, it's a back way into, it used to be, I think it was Pine, it's a timber company anyway, Pine Grove or something like that, I think is the original company, but what the real company's names is, seeing as that I use real company and names, signs, billboards or whatever it is, mod. And the other thing is you've got to be pretty careful, because you can get truck damage from the road. One thing, at least it's not as hectic as the roads in the Outback Australia map. As much as I love that map, the roads are just, oh my god, really? That's the way I look at them. Way over the top. I've driven on plenty of outback roads and in trucks and cars and utes and four-wheel drives and motorbikes, and I don't think I mean, okay, I haven't been on those particular roads out there near Charville. I've been on the main highway through there. Worked on the main highway through there. But yeah, I don't recall dirt roads like that. Not that I had to go on many of them. Only the ones around where I was actually working, so... I'll leave that to better judge of whether or not those roads are actually accurate or not. Speed limit of having 100 kilometers an hour on it, bang on. Yeah, I just have to go up here and because it's not actually it should be here. I might have to go to the icon up the top here and select it. Yeah, there it is there. I always thought freight market jobs pointed you directly to the job straight away without having to select it when you got to the company. Let's get that going. We'll get that going. Okay, so now we got our flashing lights on. Now where's this job down here? So this job is a medium length job, I think. It's not super duper long, but it's medium. But it's pretty heavy. It's I think 53,000 pounds or something. Question is it going to? It's not. Gonna have to get out and have a looky, see what's going on with it. Okay. There we go. Shame I couldn't just stay in the truck and do that. Yeah, at least have it hook up. Anyway, it is what it is. The road down the other side down here is quite interesting in itself as well, so... Okay, so where are we off to? We're down to Indio in California. So 55 mile an hour all the way. Okay, we can turn that off now. So it's a bit hard to tell right now that with the lighting, but you'll notice there's a little bit more clutter on the side of the roads, and the tree foliage is just that little bit heavier and thicker and more full looking. The grass is more grassy. I got hung up looking out the window there at the back of the truck one day, trying to swing wider because I didn't line myself up wide enough in the first little bit, and drove off the edge, and that was interesting. So yeah, I should be making about 150,000 on this, and I was wrong. It's 48,500 pounds. Oh well, not to worry. And I've got 1,300. Okay, it's not a medium length run. It's obviously all the way down California, right the way from the up here in Bellingham, all the way down to the bottom of California. So it's a decent run. So it'll take me about 2 hours or something to drive, I guess. And I've got a 850 horsepower motor in here today. Cummins, of course. (18-speed) Eaton Fuller. Tandem drive, I guess you could say. Yeah, there is a shortcut I could have gone, which is straight off this, straight over the back there. Instead of turning this zigzag, I could have just gone straight down this embankment here, down there. I've done it before, but yeah, I can get around there without doing that. Yeah, I didn't think I had that much further to go. Now I do need to pull up and have a snooze at some stage, but one thing I did before I got the job was I didn't check what my fatigue level was, so I picked the job and was on my way to get it and found that I had like an hour before I needed to have a snooze. So obviously I wouldn't have got from here, and I didn't want to take the risk of, you know, having a 10-hour break and losing this particular job. So I just changed my settings in gameplay to reflect that I had you know, that I didn't have fatigue turned on. So as soon as I find a place up here, what we'll do is we'll actually go look for a place that's got a okay, that might be an interesting stop, that. But we'll go in there and we'll re-enable the fatigue, and then we'll take our break. I tell you what, I'm enjoying these crisper, nicer, fuller, denser vegetation. Really am. Oh, we're speeding. We need to slow down. Not taking any notice of the speed I was traveling at. How naughty. And we're going to come up here and have a got to go in here anyway. Right, we'll turn this option back on. And we'll have our 10-hour break. And it's nice and sunny, so get a bit of windows open and you'll be able to see how much better the graphics look when they're fully enabled. Well, actually I've got it higher than it's the default settings will let you go. I went into the config file and I set my vegetation to 3, which is the next step up from its highest setting. So well, that was convenient. And I've also set my traffic to appear higher level detail, you know, like rather than, you know, low level detail traffic out in the distance and see them fade in. That setting is up. I pushed that out a bit further as well, so as that all my parked vehicles and the oncoming traffic and traffic coming up in the mirrors will be higher level, and they won't fade in with higher level LODs. The level of detail is going to be higher from the get-go. So yeah, so if you're there, doesn't appear my counter's working, or else nobody's jumped on there yet to make it start working. But say g'day. And I'll try and say g'day to you as well. But yeah, I've got to say I'm pretty happy at the moment with how I mean, I noticed that building popped in, but there's not much I can do about that because that's the map, and it's hard coded in the engine. And let's go for a bit of a squiz outside so you can have a bit of a peeky at my kit. Now, I'm not going to stay out there too long because I tend to crash. I'm strictly a first-person streamer, so to speak. This is a first-person driver. I can't do the, you know, sitting on the roof or, you know, driving via TV cam somewhere, floating in the scenery above. I've got to be in the truck. I know it's not as interesting because all you get to see is the same thing out the front window, and you know, doing this occasionally is okay. This gets you a bit better view of the scenery. However, I just can't get used to driving out here, and that's this is where I feel more comfortable. Guarantee I have to stop. Yeah. Oh, that's why I couldn't get it. What's wrong with my vehicle? I don't recall damaging it. 13%? I thought I repaired this. No, that was the one I got out of. I didn't repair this one. I should have. I'll have to call into a service centre and get it looked at. Looks like there's one just up here. I might just nip out and get this looked at whilst we're thinking about it. Ooh, we might wait till the next one. I'm not getting in that queue. Get some miles under the belt. There'll be an opportunity up the road a bit. Maybe even a more convenient one up the road. So yeah, this is ATS in super high fidelity. And yeah, it's not stressing much out. Video cards probably about 55% occupancy. CPU's about 75% occupancy. I could probably go further, but today's pretty cold and it's all the temperatures are really nice at the moment. Today's quite chilly. Well, I'm finding it quite chilly. Let me see, has that got a... It does. We'll go off here. How's my fuel? I think the fuel's okay, actually. Fuel's fine. Okay. Oh, I've got a stuffed up gearbox, eh? I stuffed my gearbox up. Tyres actually need to be replaced. There we go. Yeah, I'm fine for fuel for now. Let's just get out of here. Get back on the road again. Yeah, so happy is as happy does. I do remember a time when every time you went over this particular bridge, it was a 50-50 whether or not the game would crash you back to desktop. And 9 times out of 10 when it happened, it would be a long way back for the save. For the auto save, or even so I used to come in there and force a save before I got there, and even then it was a 50-50 chance whether or not you were going to whether your game was going to crash. But I can say that it's much better now. And there was another one when you were coming into, I can't remember the name of the place now. Let's. No, it doesn't really matter that much. I'll see it when I see it there. I'll know it the minute I see it. As soon as I see the name of the town, it'll be like, oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'm being lazy. The Dales. That's not it. Pretty sure the place I'm thinking of is before you get to Seattle. So I'm going to put that window up. I know it's an audible illusion, but because the day is a chilly day and outside my house looks exactly as drab and dreary as what it does out the front here, with the cloud cover and all the rest. And seriously, it just such a overcast, and there's nothing warm about the appearance out there. The road and the sky and everything, and the ground is grey. It's like it's going to start raining any minute. And that's what it's like at my place today. Actually thinking about doing my jacket up. Normally by this time, even when it's chilly. Oh, there we go, we got the sun coming out here. There we go. Jacket's done up. It must be getting late in the afternoon or something, because the only time I ever see the sun here in this, since I put brutal graphics in, is when it's late in the afternoon. So if I go, no, not that one, this one, yeah, what was that? Yeah, well and truly getting into towards evening. Sun's low in the sky, so I get a sunset out the window there. Surely there must be a setting in brutal graphics that increases the chance of getting a sunny day instead of these drab, dreary days, and then sunsets and sunrises. I never always see with huge cloud cover like that. Cloud cover like that. It's always got heavy cloud cover and never got the sun shining 8:30 p.m. in game. It won't be long, it'll be dark and be needing headlights and whatnot. I got another 6 hours worth of driving to go though, before I need a break. What have we got? We've been going for 50 minutes now and no quick pop-in visitors or anything. So that's okay. That's fine. Sure, okay. Oh, now this is even making me feel colder. There's fog coming in. Might have to put me freaking heater on. Oh. Giving me chills. How are we going for distance? 800 miles done. Okay. First hour's done. Not quite. So another hour and a half maybe. Maybe an hour and 40 minutes left of real-time driving. Hey, good afternoon, Mr. Scott Robinson. How you going? No, I haven't got foghorn. I got this one. Just that one. And how are you today? Oh dear. I see what's going on here. I'm going to have to quickly nip out and save this game and just hit back to the title screen and then come back in to the game, because I have a feeling it's brutal graphics, but I can't be certain. It doesn't seem to do it when I'm not using brutal graphics, but it could be the fact that brutal graphics is trying to do something. But anyway, you'll see the difference in my headlight or in my lighting as soon as I get into the game, into the truck and the engine started. The headlights come on and you'll see the difference. If you think back, just a couple of minutes ago or 30 seconds ago, it's a huge difference if you just click back and have a look. Even the low beam is better. And I'm not sure what makes it do this, but yeah. It's annoying. You don't know where you're going. Oh, okay. So what, the foot operation wasn't any good? I don't know, that was working last night, that bloody number of people watching. Unless Scott's disappeared on me straight away. Oh, I reckon I'm gonna have to pull in and get checked again. Oh, look at that. I can read it. soon as I see the sign, the open gate. I thought it was. Oh, okay, so you're still suffering discomfort then from your foot? Jeez. Sorry to hear that, man. Hey, g'day, how you going, Big Al? How you going? Morning from the UK. Yeah, actually it is. It is morning from the UK. About time for morning tea, isn't it? In the UK. Yeah, I didn't think that you'd disappear, Scott, but last night when you were on, my viewer counter thing was working. It's the first time it's ever worked, and today it's not. So that's the only reason I sort of was wondering whether you'd disappeared or not. Wait. That's seriously gotta suck. Oh. I think I was in the wrong gear. Oh, so it's a bit earlier than what I was thinking it was. I was thinking it was probably about 7, 8 o'clock. But obviously not. So, Big Al, do you drive Euro Truck Simulator or just ATS Truck Simulator, or I mean ATS, or are you not a truck sim person at all? Scott's an Aussie like me. He lives not that far, or actually he lives a bit further away from me now than he used to, but yeah, he lives down in Brisbane and I live north of Brisbane. Crikey, I got to find somewhere to have a snooze. How soon? How am I going? I've still got an hour up my sleeve. All right. Hello. My friggin' thing. Did someone just put a like on my stream, because now I have a view account It must be really slow or something, I don't know. Oh dear. I suppose a slow viewer count button is better than no viewer count button or something, I don't know. Oh, can I get there? Can I get there? No, I can't. Oh dear, I'd love to go in there and have a snooze. Oh no, it's around the corner. I might still be able to get there. It's not looking like it though. Not looking very positive. Had a big climb to go up. Messed that up something bad. That must have been a quick visit, Scott. In, g'day, how you going, and then gone. Big Al doesn't want to talk to us any longer. Surely there's got to be somewhere around that I can go and have snoozies at. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to see if I can find somewhere in Reading. Well, I found somewhere, whether or not I can get there or not. In time, that is. Oh well, here's what it is. Oh, coppers. Oh, I've got 8 minutes left, Jesus. Be running the gauntlet in 8 minutes' time. One minute. Oh dear. Didn't plan that very well, did I? Where's this thing that's in? Nah, it's not. Okay, I'm in the red.
Are you?
Oh, g'day, how you going?
Gave you a bit of a fright, didn't I?
It was a bit of a surprise, yeah.
Yeah. And how's everybody in YouTube land out there, everybody?
Oh, I wouldn't have a clue. They won't answer you for 4 minutes. There's a 4-minute delay.
Yeah.
Mainly for when things like that lights situation happens. Come on.
And I see somebody else is doing a live stream too as well.
Ah, yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Ah, well.
And I was surprised. I thought he was young
Did ya?
until I looked at his image.
I did a video a little while ago, day or two ago, where he, yeah, I was under no impressions that he was a young fella. I knew he was on a bit.
Yeah, well, when I looked at him, I'm like, God.
He's nearly as old as Targs. No, he's not quite that old. He'd have to be late 30s, early 40s, something like that.
Yeah, well, with all the grey hairs around him.
Yeah,
around his face.
it's a bit hard to tell because he's, yeah, like he has got a beard and a moustache and full beard. So yeah. Anyway.
Wearing glasses and.
Yeah.
I'm like, geez, how old do you? I'm like, I thought he'd be in his late 30s, early 40s.
Ah, well, anyway, we'll move on from that subject.
Yeah.
But good on him. He's still on a stream. That's great.
Yeah.
I usually have a link to his streams quite regularly in my at the end of my stream. Usually a suggested stream up there, you know, like I'll put it in there because I don't mind him. He's a good bloke. Good bloke. But
Yeah.
anyway, did I make a mistake doing that? No. Oh, I know what I need to do. I need to clear that. That's the one. So, is your...
My foot hasn't been operated yet.
I say you're still not able to drive at all?
I don't use no pedals. I use my fingers for pedals.
Oh, that's right. Are you using a gamepad or a friggin' keyboard?
Keyboard.
Oh, you should get yourself a gamepad. That's at least one step up from a keyboard. I don't know how you can drive with the keyboard. Friend of mine.
All you do is just go left and right.
Yeah, I know. Friend of mine in where's he at now? He's in America. I always get his location mixed up, and he sometimes jump in. A guy by the name of Michael Bubba Guru. Anyway, the name they call Yoda when he was a baby. Baby Yoda. I can never remember that. Yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, he quite regularly jumps in and says g'day. Quite regularly jumps into my Discord and says g'day. But haven't seen him for a couple of weeks now.
Yeah.
And never get when he's actually online either. I used to get pop-ups when he's online. Maybe he's unfriended me or something. I don't know, because I don't drive Truckers MP anymore. I used to. That's the place he drives truckers. Multiplayer trucks is on Truckers MP. But yeah, I think he's also pretty heavily into Grand Theft Auto with one of them mods on it that sort of, gives you, sort of like a multiplayer role play sort of situation. I can't remember what it's called, but like a Grand Theft Auto Underground or something like that,
Yeah.
where they might have 400 or 500 people in the same server. But he tried to get me into it, but I sort of didn't want to talk to anybody, and someone come up to me and said, "What's wrong with you? Can't you talk?" And then I couldn't find the microphone button, the press to talk button to talk. It turns out that he was one of the admin, and he kicked me and banned me. That was in within about 10 minutes. I really didn't want to use my microphone. I was not in the mood for it on that day, which is quite ironic for me, because normally I chat, talk the leg off an iron pot, as most people would know. Gee, now look at that! Look at those clouds rolling by in the front window there. That's really freaky. It's part of brutal weather and graphics mod.
Yeah, well, I can't see that because I'm on my PC now. I'm not in front of my TV.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. I thought maybe you might be able to, had your TV on beside you, or looking at YouTube on your PC as well. I don't know. I don't know what you're doing. I'm not there.
You just open up Google Chrome. Go to YouTube.
Apparently I got 2 viewers. Anyway, I better say big shout out, g'day to Coco and Shadow if you're watching. I know Coco quite regularly watches my streams, or at least a bit of them. But he usually says g'day, how you going, that he's there and everything. But apparently I just lost a viewer. According to my viewer count button that's there, it's either really slow, and that was reflecting that you jumped off your TV and jumped on your computer. But there you go. I've got a viewer back. That must be you.
Yeah.
Changing streams, going from your TV to the YouTube on your computer.
Yep.
Oh well, there you go. One of these days I'll work out how to get the viewer count to actually show up in my YouTube stream as well, and the chat to show up in the stream. I always wanted it to come up on top of my screen, like when you're in Steam and you got the Steam overlay, and chat and whoever's talking comes up on top of using the Steam chat. I always wanted to do that, but I never got my head around it. That was in the early days of my experimenting with YouTube. But I'm probably going to end this stream pretty soon, because one of my friends that I play DCS with, World, has sent me a message in the last 10 minutes And he's probably saying, am I going to fly today or not? And I'm sort of was umming and ahhing whether I was going to fly today. Still not sure if I want to fly or not, but I probably will.
Yeah.
Let's blow that up. Where's a...
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I'm going to pull over here and I'm going to park up here for a while. I might come back later on this afternoon and finish this load and stream it as well. And I'll catch up with you later, Scott. And everybody else. Thank you very much for watching, guys. See you next time. Next stream will probably, maybe it might be DCS, I don't know.